Yo, it's me again, Asra, for another review. And this time I'm going to do a review for Rambo Last Blood. I hate this movie. This is what's wrong with Hollywood. I wanted to say fuck Rambo. Fuck Rambo Last Blood. It's lazy. It's violent. In the worst kind of ways. It's lazy in terms of depicting people. You know, this movie is, I saw the previous Rambo that took in Vietnam. I think Cambodia. I think that was a better one, better than this. That's one of the best Rambo one of the best. This is ridiculous. The script is bad. Let's start with that. The script is bad. The acting, besides Stallone, the acting overall is horrible. The depiction of Mexicans is insane. It makes you feel uncomfortable while watching it. Some people say it's just a movie, it's not reflecting of real life. Yeah, but you are depicting stereotype that shows all Mexicans like evil or bad or all. I'm not saying there's only two Mexicans who are good. The rest are all bad. That's how this movie put that thing inside your head. I have no problem with people wanting to do their own right, freedom of speech and whatnot, but this is stupid. You don't have to do this. Even when you watch the Rambo movies, it takes place in Vietnam, and you can see all the Vietnamese are portrayed as evil and whatnot, whereas they were not evil. I think the Vietnamese, even though, look, I'm not political, but think about it. Somebody invaded your country, and then what? You're gonna stand by? Of course they're gonna fight. So for me, the Vietnamese are not the bad guys. They're just protecting their country from white people. And the South Vietnamese, stop talking about democracy and whatnot. And this is system. You don't invade another country to force them to follow a certain system. That's like saying that it's also not right for people. That's like saying that Muslims go to America to change the country into Sharia law. It's bad both sides if they think like that. This movie, I don't know, they just want to show that there's nothing good. It's so depressing. I think I get the vibe. To be honest with you, I know they're trying to do a Logan movie. Straight up. They're trying to do a Logan movie. But I think the director need to study Logan more. But it's just a horrible, kind of racist movie, and then it's just the action at the end. There's some action at the end. The movie is not fun. There are violent scenes, violent action in the end, but the whole movie suffers from the racism. I have to say it looks like bang, Mexico's bad. Come on, man. And then I don't know, you can do it. That doesn't look like that. I don't know why. It just gives you a bad vibe. And it was so boring also. The second half was so boring. The script was bad. You see, you know why I'm so disappointed? Because he did Creed 2. Fantastic movies, good script, very nuanced. He was good acting there. It's like a jump off the cliff kind of moment. And then people say, oh, it's just Rambo. You can pretend, you can don't think too much, but you can do better. And for example, he did the same thing. The better movie to me are the Expendables. He made the Expendables are good because you don't the focus is on South American. The first one was focused on South American and European, and the second movie. But you don't think about them as European or Max or South American. You think about them as bad guys. You know how they do that? By making it clear. The bad guy in this movie is so laughable. It's not his level, you know. It's not like the Cambodian the Cambodian one. Anyway, but I was disappointed. I was disappointed because he can do better and he has done better. I think the picture that popped up in my head was the Expendables airport shot where Schwarzenegger also showed up driving a 4-2 vehicle. I think it was fantastic movie. I still think the Expendables was fun. Yeah, even though I hate part 2 because they added the new guys, the young bloods, but I think they have a goal. I wonder when they're gonna come back for that. That was a fantastic movie, fun. You compare that, I always have that in my head when I was watching this. I don't know why it popped up, because I was thinking like, okay, it's an action movie. He's done action. He's a master of action, Stallone. But he did better in the previous movie. He done better. He supposedly should have done much better for this movie. Instead, it was just wow. But it's okay. You can have different opinion. I'm just saying, some people say it's not racism. I think don't depict. You give the impression. That's the thing. You give the impression like the whole country is a shithole. Have you been to Skid Row? It's in California. Have you been to Skid Row? That's in America. There's a lot of places in America that if you go, you will see the condition, the poverty. You'll be shocked too. But you don't show that on TV because that will shed bad light on America. That's why you don't see those places on TV. You see bad places in other countries because that shed a bad light to other countries, and that's not good. I think that's not good, not healthy. You can show a war zone if there's a war zone, but not all of Mexico is like that. Have you been to Mexico? Oh man. Even now when I talk about this and when you're mentioning Mexico to people who have not been there, they will have this impression. That's the thing. Impressions are made by media, by presidents, by whatever people say, whatever depicted on films. So even you've never been to Mexico, when you mention Mexico, you have a picture of them, a negative picture in your head because of the depiction in the media. So that I don't like this movie, and my score for it is it's just 2 out of 10. I instead of 1, I put it 2 out of 10. That's because of all the things I said just now. He could have done better. He should have done better. They tried to follow Logan. That's the thing. They tried to replicate Logan, somber and depressing movie, and that's how this thing got sidetracked really bad. Yeah, not even my favorite. There's one scene in the end, one scene third half. You see the bad guys is these 2 guys. They are running a prostitution ring, and so Rambo sneaked into this house and killed this guy while he was showering or something like that. Cut his head. Now, how his brother found the body is on the bed, tied up, with his clothes on. So my question was, socks and all. So my question was, did Rambo, after killing him in the shower, cut his head off? And no, he didn't cut his head off then, because the shirt was bloodied. So he must have dressed this guy back up with socks and then cut his head then. What a ridiculous movie. That's why God, it's 2 out of 10 because it's like it was made by somebody who have never made a movie before. And for Stallone, he should have known better. He could have hired better. He should have asked The Rock to star with him. Yeah, that's a good idea. Have Rock play with you, man. And okay, that's my review for Rambo Last Blood.